Alright, so here's the hallway. There used to be metal tin cabinets on this wall. The doorbell to the house. This is where we used to keep all the vacuum cleaners for the house. Down to the basement. I guess we should get this out of the way. The switch has been here forever. I guess I don't have backlight on the video, sorry. There's two banisters here. I think one was original to the house, or I don't know. I just remember that there was a story that Arnie put in this second banister for my mom when she was a kid so that she could come down into the basement. I thought that was really cool. This is just a nasty little thing. Ugh, I hate it down here. Nothing good to come out of this area. So I'll just, ugh. I never realized that my dad actually put in these cement blocks to hold. The washer used to be here. The dryer used to be here. Washer drain is still here. Brand new water heater because I found all this water on the floor when my mom went to the hospital for the last time, and I figured it was leaking, so I got her a new water heater for when she came home. But she never came home, so this is a brand new water heater. It's been turned off. Yeah. The toilet has been replaced twice, I think. I've actually used this in my life once or twice. Ugh. I guess this is a drain that was put in maybe by my dad, because we used to have a shower head right here, and we used to have a little soap dish that mounted right here, and we used to have showers down here. My dad put a pallet on the floor, and we used to stand on that so we didn't slip or get cold feet. This is shells that have Comet from when my grandma and my aunt won Comet at the bingos. They used to bring it down here. The infamous crawl space. Yeah, fun. See if I can. Okay, no flash available in video. My dad and I spend a lot of time up there getting dirt off the floor and putting in pipes. So yeah, I have lots of questions to this about the house. Why was this wall here? What was the original purpose of this? How come there's a wall there? This wall has brick instead of the regular rock. What did they do with that? Very curious. The pegboard, my dad put that up after I moved out. The water main to the house, there was too much pressure coming into our house, so they had a thing to adjust the pressure with on the house. A mirror that I don't know the origins of. The outside spigot that, yeah. The sewer drain that rats now come out of. So we might see a rat today unless it doesn't like light, or it might be down here already. Oh no, there's tiles from my parents' redone entranceway. The stationary tub that we give our dogs baths in. Underneath the fireplace in the bedroom. Why it doesn't have a knockout thing like my grandma's does, I don't know. This, what's the point of, oh, that's the return vent, I think. And then up here you can see the original slate for the front porch step. Patches to the wall that was before my time. The dungeon one of the dungeons, I guess. Turn on the light. God, this place is... I used to do so many things with the table saw here. I used to make wood, clocks. Santa's reindeer used to plug into there. New fuse panel. It's about 3 feet in front of where the old one was. New furnace. You can see the pattern on the floor where the old furnace used to be. Used to be a huge thing. All the paint's coming off the stone wall. There's a little cat back there that used to get all the ashes from the fireplace up there. The grinder and wire brush that my dad used a lot. The workbench, no idea the history behind it. Just always been nasty looking. My dad hooked up a speaker to a radio that used to be over there so he could listen to radio, I guess, down here. I don't know when the clock stopped working. That little switch there used to control the grinder on and off. Cable, obviously that wasn't like that when I was a kid. I actually don't really want to go back here. God knows what's back here. I'm not even going to go back here. I don't need to. I saw something in the corner back here when I was down here last time and it scared me. So I'm not going to go back in here because it's scary. Yeah. Well, blower to the motor. I might come back down here and throw away the stuff, so I might keep the light on. God, this stuff was all kinds of dirty. Yuck. This all wasn't this way when I was a kid. This was actually clean. All this stuff down here is just such a mess now. It's awful. Yeah. So to do the pictures in here. This is where my grandma used to keep her phone. There's the old phone jack. She used to call Madge from her phone here. The hooks for our coats that we overused, and that's why there's spaces behind this wood because it's been pulled off the beams. The door that got flipped upside down where the hamper used to be. A strange little room, but that's how they had the 2 families in this house. Shower that my mom had put in, we used once. Seats that I glued together so she could sit down here. Handrails that I installed for her so she could get in and out of the shower. The 3rd handicap toilet she had because the guy broke the first 2. Yeah. 2 basin sink because my mom wanted to increase the resale value of the house. We used to have a smaller window there. And of course we need to put the glow back up here, but I'm not going to do it now. It would have been better off with 1 basin and they would have taken it to the wall, but they didn't know what that pipe was for there. I still don't either. The most worn section in this house. I don't know how many times Seal and my mom and I used to walk this path here to come in here. This was the main room in the house. This was the main chair in the house. Seal used to sit here, my mom used to sit here, have a table here, a chair there. The desk that's in my house was behind that door. The TV was there. There was a chair was there. Couch was always there. We never saw the tile because there was always the pull-out couch that my grandma used to sleep on. And the chandelier that used to be there down in my basement, not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. They took the valance things off the top of these windows. Used to match the ones that are in that room. And I was going to hold on to them. I stuck them in that room, but they've been since thrown away. So it is what it is, right? These windows haven't been changed since I was born, so these are really old windows. They need to be fixed and replaced. My mom added the shutters after my dad died because my dad didn't like shutters, but she did, so she got her wish once he passed. Transoms, because in old houses you used to open up the transoms to let the heat go between rooms that way and still have a door shut. It created like a little pattern or a little cycle. This is the room that my Aunt Rose used to sleep in, I used to sleep in, my mom used to sleep in, the bunk beds were in. Here's the wood from the stairs we assume used to be here. more transom balances, whatever, top of the window. Not sure why they weren't on like that window and stuff. What's the point of that door? We'll never know. Yeah, as you can see, you know, I guess one time this had, what, brown paint on it? I don't know. I guess this used to be the main door coming into the house since they parked the cars over there and they walked behind here and came in the house. And there's the view that I'll never forget as it snowed. Watching snow put up on the wall. That's how you could tell how much snow we had outside. Especially when you turn on the light, you could watch the snow coming down. It felt like an elevator going up into the sky. But that's how you knew how much snow, by looking at that wall. Of course, this is how high I would have been as a kid. I don't quite have the same perspective anymore. Isn't it cool that you can still buy the tools to open up the transoms? My dad bought that years and years ago because the old one broke, and I think it works. I think it just needs an end cap there to hold it in place, but hey, it opened. That's so cool. This was just behind the bathroom. Got a big hole into the crawl space. God knows what's going to come up there. I wonder. Ugh. Anyway, lots of hands have been holding on to that. I don't think this stuff's ever been painted since I've been alive. I actually tried to paint this wall here. You can tell I'm not a good plasterer. It never did come out smooth. This is where I found my mom's diamond ring from Mount, I assume. The kitchen has changed a lot since I grew up here. My mom always wanted a new kitchen, and she got it. Complete new floor, new cabinet, new sink. She wanted to keep the old mirror, as disgusting as it is, but it was sentimental to her, so I have no idea how old this mirror is. On the old sink, I used to sit here, and my mom used to give me a bath, sitting on the sink. Weird entryway, don't really understand it. It's where our fridge used to be a clock there. I don't know whatever happened to that. God, I don't know how many people have been in here. Ugh, back room. Oh, God, this is awful back here. This swing, which we're gonna keep at the house, where my dad put up. It's amazing how much cleaned out it is now. I pulled this thing out a few weeks ago just to see what was in it. It's all just stuff, just junk, all rusted junk. Meat grinder, a clamp that I'm actually going to take with me today. The window has been broken for about 2 years now. The thing leading out to the dog's yard, the little rosy engraving, which I probably have a picture of, the vents for the basement, the chimney that exits the stove. That's where we used to keep the key to the kitchen. Easy way to get in. Original doors. I fixed the screen just probably a few months before my mom left the house for the last time. I also stuck in a bar here for her to hold on to. Leah had to take that down so she could get the refrigerator out of here and stick into her basement. Alarm system that my mom went and installed after my dad died, which there's a whole bad story about that because we had 2 alarms. One from a professional that did my house, which I'll no longer use, and then Ring, which I did myself, which was pretty nice. I found this. How appropriate, huh? And don't forget me. I won't forget this house ever. There's, yeah. Stove used to exit the wall up there. This thing used to be open all the time. They never closed that. Wallpaper on the glass here. And the little room has a hole in the floor. been contemplating if I want to take this home with me or not. I don't know. Not sure what I'd do with it. Seal used to use it to put her makeup on. Old-fashioned can opener attached to the wall. How cool is that? A brim holder, really high ceilings. The stuff up there hadn't been touched since 1950, and I finally got it out when my mom passed and opened it all up and took it all home because I'm not sure what to do with it all. It's really cool. Used to be a refrigerator here and a little vanity here to put makeup on and stuff, and used to be a big can of bags on bags and pots and pans in here. I think that paper towel holder is the original. I could take it, but yeah, it actually is pretty stable, and who knows, maybe the next homeowner will like it. We used to have clothes here all the time. All my life we had clothes hanging here. Shouldn't have, but we did. So am I missing any other rooms? Wow. Oh, there's so much stuff here. I'm sure there's 1,000 things I could put in this video that I can't remember. How many different holes are on this door from the different gates we used to keep up over the glass to keep the dogs from breaking the glass. How many times I sat in this room? How many times I sat on this couch? We did so much in this room. And at Christmas every year, piano's over there, the Christmas tree was over there. I hope the new owners can really do a good justice to this house. It deserves it. The mantle, or it used to be a mantle here. I don't know what they did with it, but you can hear that this is the brick from the chimney, and that's the ductwork going up to my bedroom for the heat. There's just so many things I could talk about. So many. Just, that's crazy. Crazy to think that's tonight. Someone could come in here and do whatever they want to do to the house. It's always been happening to me. It's always been a safe place. All the tea and coffee Seal used to drink in here at the table. Oh, I still have to do the pictures, the before and after pictures. So we start doing that.